Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please, and we're back in Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. With the COLO rule set, conservationists only live once, no killing of animals or creatures, just those pesky humans, robots, synths, turrets. And we're here at Red Rocket. We're not going to talk to the dog. As much as I'd like to talk to the dog, we don't get to talk to the dog, because then a bunch of mole rats would be spawned up here, and I'm sure they like it better underground. So last time we were able to get out of Vault 111 with only 24 hit points lost. After that, we were able to set up Sanctuary as a sanctuary. Seems pretty reasonable. Buy a bunch of meat from some traders to keep us going because we don't get to kill any of the bugs over there, anywhere really. And it's going to be a problem. We need to get some razor grain, we need to get some mute fruits going. But today I need to deal with Red Rocket first and foremost. I'm going to take a little bit of time, set this place up as a nice little location that I can defend. So let's just scrap it down, build it up, and make this a settlement that we can be proud of. And let's go off to Sanctuary to get some material. I'm just going to take Lone Wanderer right now, get that 50 carry weight dealt with, and now we can keep moving a little more efficiently. Now we're just going to make up our typical defense, get this built up around the perimeter, and we do level up out of that, which is nice. Idiot Savant doing good work here. Okay, no one's going to get in or out unless they can jump. Our fort nice and built up. We can add some defenses. We have plenty of oil, gear, circuitry, so this should be nice and safe. Now, I do realize that we can be attacked by feral ghouls, death claws, stuff like that. My turrets want to defend a place that I've deemed as not a place for animals to go. I call that fair game. I'm not actively trying to kill animals. I am just trying to make a little island for me to do the greater good for the wildlife as a whole. So 35 defense should be plenty. 12 water, and for food, what we're going to be doing is pretty much planting everything here. We're still going to be up in the northwest quadrant for at least a little bit. And now one thing I did kind of just realize is, of course, the blood bugs. They're right down there. You can see them. Yep, blood bug hatchlings, and I don't want them to die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a generator. I'm going to build a radio beacon. I'm going to immediately sleep. I'm going to make sure that these aren't connected until I'm ready to sleep. So let's build that radio beacon. They're not going to get connected until I am ready to sleep. I think that's enough building for now. Yeah, we're on the verge of level 6 already. So building, it's a very powerful way to level up. We've used a lot of resources, so we can't do this forever. And the early levels come a lot quicker, obviously, but did need a safe haven in case things go wrong with the wildlife. And there we go. Perfect timing. Final level up. Let's pull everything into this area, and then we can move from there. Okay, last thing. Let's get everything set up in here. And this can be our base of operations for the short foreseeable future. So I'm going to hook this up and immediately sleep. So I do need food, I do need water. Let's make sure that we have all that. 1 baked bloatfly, 1 crispy squirrel, and we're well fed. Hopefully the blood bugs can manage and immediately sleep. Let's go 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Hopefully, they're already around and they haven't killed any blood bugs. Still 2 blood bug hatchlings, and I guess I need to make one of those things that calls people into existence. Oh shoot, I hear fighting. I hear fighting. Okay, need to save the blood bugs. I hear shooting. It's like there's a frickin' rad storm happening. Just get in here, wait an hour. I rang the bell, right? They should be here. They shouldn't be fighting. Okay.
I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, did you give them an opportunity to exist? Did you, you monster? Oh my god, you might have killed the blood bugs. Oh, you bastard. Okay, you're on a very short leash. You need to get on the mute fruit plant and get to farming, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be living by tomorrow. We'll see how generous I am, but yeah, I don't like your chances, frankly. Oh, these poor blood bugs. Can't believe he killed them. Did he kill them? Okay. Oh, there is a body. Yep, he definitely killed at least one. Ugh, that bastard. He killed the blood bugs, even though he could have just walked around. This is a sanctuary. We're all conservationists here. He did not get the memo. I need to retune that radio station to say, hey, do not kill animals or insects or creatures of any kind. No, that's a dang shame. Okay. I'll let that one slide. Anyone else who kills an animal on my watch just gets killed immediately. Okay, let's take a look at our weapons and see what we can do. I just realized something. I definitely left stuff on Simone's body. We're going to get this up to hardened receiver just in case. Might as well put it up to hardened. And definitely get that short scope going. Adhesive is low enough that I'd rather just go pick up the other rifle that I've got as a potential. So let's go do that. Everything else about that. The standard stock, more adhesive, so let's hold off on all of that. Yeah, we've got a few things to do. I'm going to go first straight to Trudy and check what she's got. But besides that, Concord is going to be our main purpose today. Trying to figure out how to deal with the raiders, see if we can deal with the Deathclaw. The Deathclaw is going to be the first test. Do I just let the raiders kill it and not try to save the Deathclaw? Or is the Deathclaw just going to murder all the raiders and I don't get any experience? And then there's just a Deathclaw roaming Concord. I'm not quite sure which way to go. So Simone has, yep, a rifle and trash cans over here. But that's fine. Yeah, let's check this random spawn. If it's just like 3 raiders, that'd be perfect. If it's anything else, then I'll have to pretty much abort. Oh my god, it's raiders. This is actually just a little bit perfect. So we've got Raider Scum as the one that would need the headshot at the very least. We've got a really, really, really crappy gun, but at least it's silenced, and we have the town to fall back into. I'm just going to prove to myself that there's no enemies around.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers
You're
inside.
very observant, Preston.
Wait, something's out there.
Oh god, something's out there?
We're so dead.
Oh, they're still around, which is actually a good thing. No, he deserves getting shot with a pistol. Oh god, he is stronger than I was expecting. I'm in danger. Kill him, Preston, kill him. Okay, that's defense. 31% chance to shoot. Still in danger. That's not good. Okay. I would have assumed that everyone was dead because Preston was yelling at me, but here we are. Preston? Oh, they just got a tire iron. Well, they might actually have a Molotov, so just assume the worst. 50% chance. A few shots. Another one. And there we go. Wonderful stuff there. Got 2 kills. We are not doing a lot of killing. Combat, 4 people killed, animals killed, creatures killed. Both at 0. Yeah, we could be doing better. That's for sure. Now, the random nature of Fallout 4 means that we have to be on our toes for opportunities and issues. And this right here, although it might normally seem like an issue, it's actually an opportunity. Shoot him in the head, get him killed, and we'll be fine. Gonna fall back just a little bit to make sure. And they are pretty inspective of the whole situation. We've got two on top of each other.
When you turn up, you're dead.
Yeah, they were able to immediately get to where I was, which is impressive. Okay, did not count as a kill on the head. So now we've just got a pissed off raider that we're going to have to flee from, because of course we're going to have to flee from him as he knows where we shot from. Back into hidden. Seems to be only the one. Oh, here's a newsboy cap. Charisma +1. Last raider walking back home all alone. Sucks to be him. Let's try to wait for him to stand still. We'll get a shot off, and hopefully that is all it takes. Okay, you've got your face towards me, and you've even got your weapon pointed at me, but don't think that's going to help you too much. Okay, well, I missed entirely. That's fine. I've got people to loot, places to loot, more people to loot. Actually, there doesn't seem to be any corpses around, unfortunately. I mean, a headshot with this should work. What makes it so this doesn't work? See, that's just unfortunate. Okay, 308 round it is. Was that too hard? No, it was not. I feel even better and better because I just realized the 2 Mirelurk corpses here. Frickin' raiders killing Mirelurks. I cannot forgive them. But now that they're dead, I might as well take that meat off of them. This is a good haul. Killing enemies, getting Mirelurk meat. I'm full of stuff. Gonna head back to Red Rocket. Okay, let's go off to Abernathy and avoid the bloat flies over here. There's a few things that we could loot. Yeah, I want to talk to Abernathy, get a little bit of stuff sold while we have them around, and hopefully it goes well. Now, a few things to avoid would be 2 bloat flies, but also the radiation. Right on top of this hill, there are these thistles that you have to watch out for, but also, where are the bloat flies? I don't know where the bloat flies are. Sometimes Trashcan Carla can go between Sanctuary and Abernathy. I would expect to be able to VATS the bloat flies. And I feel like this is also extra empty, so things are a little strange. But yeah, the bloat flies that should be around are not around. I'm wondering if it's from Trashcan Carla getting around here. Carrying too much? Of course I am. But these potatoes over here will be useful. Let's, quick talk to Connie. I got too much stuff in my inventory.
Hi.
Just to start, let's do that, but then let's get our gear on.
Looking to make a deal?
That'd be great.
Fertilizer could be something I look into, and 308 rounds. How do you have 308 rounds? That seems a little out of place. I think I'll hold on to these mods that I accidentally had in my inventory just in case I want to make some adjustments to what I've got going on without taking away some screws and whatnot. So let's call that good. And of course, I'm not going to steal quite yet. Let's talk to Blake.
That's close enough, stranger.
I'll get that locket back for you.
Good. Connie feels like it's a pot of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
Usually not too much of an issue with that quest, but this time it is going to be a different case because they've got a dog. And if there's one thing about this run is raiders with a dog just suddenly become much more difficult and I don't have a syringer, and I probably wouldn't want to waste a syringer ammo on it to pacify it. So we'll just have to find a way around that, because I wouldn't mind getting that locket back, killing a few raiders, sneak magazine, all that. So we'll just have to see. But while we're around here, let's do some looting, but also there's a few raiders in the distance that we might be able to get something out of. Seeing random pieces of meat for the first time ever in containers, it's a good thing. I am really appreciative of the fact that people are stashing away meat for me, because, yeah, for the first time ever, I am actually desperately looking for something to eat. Speaking of something to eat, I guess we're going to do a couple squirrel on a sticks. Yeah, parasites, this run is going to be even worse. So, 2 rad stags. Sometimes they can charge, and I don't know why they charge versus why they don't. Yeah, up here there is the random spawn. Wouldn't mind avoiding that altogether, but if I could scare them off... The thing is, rad stags could totally catch up to me very easily, in fact. And there's the ammo bag in the toolbox. Not going to mess with the bloatflies over there. But over here. I think they have a dog as well, but it is a few raiders. There's that one. I wouldn't mind having a recon scope just so I can mark things, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. Firstly, though, the rad stags. I can get a rank of Aqua Boy if I need it. And I could run probably to make it to the water. They're not very fleeing, but... I don't like it. I'm detected, but they're not attacking. Are they getting aggressive? Don't get a... Danger. Okay, they're fleeing. I don't like being in danger. I don't like causing wildlife to run into what could potentially be other wildlife, so I'm just going to hold off on that. Yeah, very early on in the game, I feel like I want to be as nice as possible to the wilderness, and as things go on, I'll probably start bending the rules a little bit. If that radstag gets chased off into a nasty situation with some blood bugs down there, well, that will be unfortunate for sure, but yeah, not too much I could do about that. I wanted to get that ammo. Does not look like there's anything. Okay, very careful run, very careful, at least in the early bit. Where is the raider? I don't see him particularly well. Okay, the raiders started fighting, which isn't ideal. Got the shot off. Pretty good. Okay, so they might start sending a dog after me, and I need to be really cognizant of the fact that they're immediately being able to find me. Okay, luckily I only see the guys and not the dog. Oh, nope, that's not a dog, that's a person. Another headshot, another 11 experience. With any luck, the dog fought whatever was on the other side over there that made them go a little hostile. But we're far enough away. This is the exact opposite of how I've been playing the rad run. This is slow and steady, wins the race. I almost never take out these raiders. They're usually something completely off my radar of things to do, but every little bit helps. Experience is going to be so hard to come by in this game. And that's the last of them. Hopefully we don't have any dogs over there. Now, can I make it across without taking aqua? I don't think I can. I'm going to need it eventually. Water is going to be my friend. If I can stay close to water and then flee into it when I'm getting chased by a melee enemy, then that's just perfect. So many issues get taken care of when I start getting chased just by being able to run into water. Without the rads, of course, because no rad healing, no limb healing, none of that. And let's see. 101 out of 105. Why am I carrying so much stuff? And it is getting brighter in the day, so need to be moving things along. And they killed a rad stag doe. I am not going to let its meat just sit here. I am a good person who will honor the fallen victims and eat their meat. Ramen meat, also very nice. And what else? Mole rat. Okay, we are eating good. Okay, I should have definitely marked this on a thing I should remember when it comes to early game food. 4 raiders, pretty easy. But I think if this dog got killed for some reason, what is around here if the dog gets killed? I'm drawing a blank, but I know that there's this little tiny thing. What happened to that dog? I don't know. Let's not wait to find out. Nice. Easy refrigerator, lots of bottle caps, heavy 10mm. Heading down to Wicked Shipping, there's a few things I can get out of this place without fighting any of the feral ghouls, just by hopping around on the roofs of things. There's a very convenient tree trunk up this way, and of course, some money. We don't need to go in through the normal way. Doesn't spawn any ferals. Okay, it does spawn some ferals, and I'm immediately in caution to an enemy that I cannot kill and would have a very hard time running away from. Definitely not ideal. I can't do anything in there, but there is a safe that I wouldn't mind getting to. I've literally locked myself into a corner. There could be a nasty thing right outside, but in such a case, I would rely on the kneecaps. So just because I'm not going to kill any enemies... Ooh, 308 times 10, that's very nice. Yeah, just because I'm not going to be killing any enemies doesn't mean I won't be blowing their limbs off. If I can cripple a ghoul that's coming at me, and he's stuck on the ground forever, I call that fair game. More 308. I don't even need Scrounger when it comes to this, apparently. Oh shoot, I can't get out that way. There's radiation, and there is a feral ghoul somewhere around. Okay, well, at least he's not in here. That much is for certain. So let's just pick this up.
Hell yeah.
And a Braxo cleaner, good to see. Might just get rid of a few pipe pistols. Now, there is that feral ghoul right there. I think he spawns if you get too close to the Wicked Shipping container. This is tense. If that somehow didn't cause them to get aware of me. Okay, I am pushing my luck at this point. Let's get out of here as soon as possible. No one noticed me, no one noticed me, no one noticed me. Okay, they're noticing me, or at least they're waking up. Let's get across the water. Just caution. Broad daylight, but caution. I think we're good. Okay. Terrifying, terrifying, terrifying. But we were able to get some stuff out of Wicked Shipping at the very least. Not too much, just some. A few random things put away, a few random things stored in a selling container. My selling container now contains a few things, and that's all good. Let's make up some food that we've been picking up. One grilled radstag. Did not think that I'd be able to see too much grilled radstag this run, but we've already got one. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling pretty good on the fact that I don't have a farm that actually produces any food for me. So, pretty good. Oh, we picked up a razor grain somewhere. Okay, save that for sure. Feel like my mind would have identified razor grain very quickly, but here we are. So you now get to be in charge of razor grain as well. I think we're good on defense, and 2 people on food is fine. Let's have some potatoes coming through. just to make sure that no one gets here is hungry. And during the daytime, we don't have a lot of ways to avoid running into issues with random enemies. So I think I'm going to take this time to loot Concord. If anything entertaining happens, you'll be the first to know. Now, first house over here, completed.
Got it.
Second outdoor location has a safe, useful for a little bit of ammo. Up in the workhouse, let's see what's in here. Mute fruit, bourbon, 45 Molotovs, short pipe, something or another. Okay, and for our last indoor location, Concord Speakeasy. Plenty of bottles in here, plenty of tin cans, regular cans, some adhesive and oil. Definitely welcome. Peckish from lack of food again, but we're doing pretty good when it comes to our food situation. Surprisingly good, frankly. I thought that the early game would be a rush trying to get a few types of food set up for me to have access to. But no. There's a bunch of meat just sitting around, so we've been actually pretty lucky there. Can't open plenty of things, of course, advanced, and I don't think that I want to waste the level ups on that quite yet. I considered Scrounger, but I'm just going to be so light when it comes to my level ups that a little bit of extra ammo is not going to be made up for missing out on a different perk. Few random other places like the church, and we should be good. I'm looking for, here it is, the debris. Wonder glue, skull, bones, and yeah, that's about it. Little things. Now I'm gonna do something that's a little dangerous. Starlight. I can't take it on because, of course, the mole rats control it, and I will not do anything to upset their wonderful hold over that situation. But there is a few things around Starlight that I could get to. They don't need the fusion core, but I could use it. The blood bug over there, I'm gonna just be sneaky. I also want to make sure that I'm not sneaking up on a mine. There usually is a mine somewhere around here. There it is. Still can't really... Okay, I think I see it now. Just quickly pick it up, and we're good. It's always great to have beeping mines. Really need to get my sneak up sooner rather than later.
Sweet.
Okay, here in Starlight, there is the rad roach around here. I should be able to get the things that I want. Wouldn't mind that Nuka-Cola quartz, but it's unnecessary, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I don't want a rad roach following me forever. Let's just grab this stuff. Sometimes the bottle cap mine is over here, and it's such a troll. And I didn't check to see if it was over by the shed. I'm going to just pass. I do not have my armor. I don't have all of my toys, so let's just call that good. We're out of carrying capacity anyway. Thirsty from lack of water, we can deal with that. Do you have anything new for me? Probably
there.
not.
I can rest easy knowing that Wolfgang is rotten.
Let's see what you got.
All salvage.
Nope, you do have your stuff back, and you have 308 rounds times 20. Okay, good timing. Actually, cancel that entirely. Now let's try talking again.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All salvage.
We've got a ported powerful pipe pistol. That's actually a step up. We might as well take that. And I will take the 308 rounds, and let's sell some 3.8 rounds. 10 millimeter. Both of those we have plenty back at home, as well as more stim packs. Okay, a pretty good haul, if I do say so myself. Let's just make sure that there's nothing too nasty around us, and that we're not in something a little ridiculous. Much better. And we've got, who are you? Random Raider. Well, Random Raider, you picked a bad time to be around here. Okay, maybe I picked a bad time to be around here. Why is it that I'm in caution? Help me, third person. Okay, there's a raider. Caution is going in and out. We are very, very exposed right now. Gotta be careful about this guy. Once I have the high ground, I'll be unstoppable, and nothing could go wrong. Obi-Wan told me himself. So let's just find where Mr. Raider was. Okay, what the heck is that? Just gonna save them the trouble. Think they were actually going to take on a sentry bot. Is that really what you guys were planning on doing? Brilliant. Okay. Gotta pick up all of the litter that people have been leaving in the Commonwealth. No littering. Gotta protect the wilds. Now, speaking of protecting the wilds, I just don't trust radstags. I've had them charge before, and I don't know the mechanics behind whether they charge or they flee. So I would just like to run around them. I know it's like the rabid radstags are going to be charging, but I swear I've had it so the actual does want to charge me for absolutely no reason. Now, home sweet home. Let's drop off junk and figure out our new pipe weapon. Honestly, I'd like to just move my short scope over onto that. There we go. Okay, with this much ammo, I think we're in as good of place as any to actually clear out the Museum of Freedom of a few raiders after a little bit of a rest. We'll get it nice and dark and work through it. 8 hours should be enough. This way, we're going to be able to have darkness on the outside, feel ill insomnia. So, requiring more sleep, that's not the end of the world. Frankly, it could be a lot worse. But yes, the important thing, what we need to prepare for is getting shot. We're going to need our armor, just in case, and we'll eventually get our power armor, but hopefully we don't really need it. We've been picking up quite a bit of adhesive, not much leather. Surprise, surprise. Something about the fact that we're not killing a bunch of enemies that are, you know, leather-clad. But what we could be doing is getting pocketed on a couple pieces. I'm not going to do that just because I'd rather save that leather for when it's really important. Actually, something I never really do is buy shipments of leather. Connie has fertilizer, but does she have leather? Seems like something that Connie would actually have. Let me go just quick check on them. Yep, shipment of leather, 25 for 585. That's actually pretty steep. At least I know it's there, but yeah, a little extra carry weight for when it's just right around the corner. I'm going to be fine going into and out of the Museum of Freedom as is. Okay, big thing to remember, use the 308 ammo. That's fine, we'll be able to buy more. Let's not get shot. Okay, we've located the trapped settlers. We got Raider. And there should be another Raider over there. And just put this away for now. And pretty soon, let's sprint. We're in danger, that's fine. Gonna knock all of this stuff down. And back into caution immediately. Yeah, what I feel like I should be doing is actually using these level ups a little bit. I know I'm going to take Sneak eventually. Sneak's going to be very useful moving forward, so I am going to take at least 2 ranks of that. I have an extra rank if I need anything, but extra 40% harder to detect is going to be useful. Let's just throw that on there right now, and shoot this guy in the head. And we'll just wait here until I'm hidden. We've got their placements a little out of whack. Where the heck did they get to? Okay, if I just shoot them anywhere, that should get them. Okay. There should be one more raider somewhere, which makes me very suspicious of this entire thing. What the heck's happening? There's a raider in front of me somewhere. Vats, help me. Thank you, Vats. So, 3 raiders taken care of. Nice and easy. 3-8, 308. Very good. Grab all the experience because we can't kill the enemies that are easy.
Got it.
And we got that in after 3 attempts. We're not going to... Shoot, we unlocked it. Should have just picked the lock in that case. I'm just going to do a cursory loot of the entire place that I can get to. And I'm going to drop that right down here. Now, with that done, let's deal with these 2 raiders. Nice and easy.
Let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Okay, so we've got 95 and 95. Let's just take them out with VATS. Okay, nice and easy there. High chance of using VATS this run. Even more so than the last run, I feel like. Mainly because I'm going to be dealing with enemies that are going to be an issue. Speaking of issues, I do want to make sure fragmentation grenades are set. And same situation with my... I don't know if 31 damage versus 44 damage is going to be enough, but how does this work? Okay, so we have pipe pistol guy. Body shot does it, 92% chance to do that for me, and body shot for him works just fine. Okay, Preston Garvey, just give me a second. There is looting to be had. Shut up, Garvey. I'll get to you eventually.
Bingo.
Impatient bastard.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Ah, Minutemen, you say.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill.
Seems like human versus human problems.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us.
There's something coming. And it's angry.
Well, if it counts as a creature or an animal, I ain't gonna do anything to piss it off. One way or another, the Deathclaw is gonna come, but I think what we'll be doing is just letting the Deathclaw be. And we'll just grab a few things, leave the holotape, that's fine. I'm going to just sneak up here, kill the one guy that comes up.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here.
Nice and easy there. And the power armor. And so, of course, this means that they expect us to use the minigun, but that seems like a waste of perfectly good money. So we'll just not. Instead, let's just sit up here and see if we can't get some kills on these various people. Well, that didn't work. Just gonna redeploy over here. See if I can't get a better vantage point. Headshot there. Oh, missed a headshot. That's a dang shame.
Places to be.
Another miss. I am wasting 308 ammo more than I'd like to. Let's see if we can't just 92, 89% chance. Take that shot. Seems to have worked out. Now, eventually the Deathclaw should come up, at which point I think we'll just leave Preston Garvey trapped inside a cage like an animal while the Deathclaw patrols outside. So until that time, let's just get as much experience off the raiders as we can. Yep, there's Mr. Deathclaw. And now we can mark him as the main quest. Well, not him quite yet, but yeah, clear Concord of hostiles. Technically, the raiders could totally win just by throwing enough Molotovs. I'm not quite sure if I want that to happen, so I'm just going to... nope, that's my kill, Mr. Deathclaw. They're not doing horribly, actually. I mean, they're not doing great, but... Explosion. That guy just gets taken out, and you... I'm helping, Deathclaw. I'm helping. Yeah, I got the experience on that one. And you aren't expecting that. Oh, they're doing the classic technique of hiding in a building that the Deathclaw can't get to you. Cheaters. Cheaters, every last one of them. And stupidly, they left the building. Very bad when there's a guy with a... Or, yeah, me or a Deathclaw. Either way would take care of that. So now the Deathclaw is just chilling, and Preston should be just right there watching the entire scene unfold. He knows how this ends. Enjoy your time in here, Preston. We've got as much out of this as we can. We will jump down here. But yeah, the single thing on our clear Concord of hostiles marker, that's the Deathclaw. Let's just jump in here and grab a few things before we leave. Now, I will be leaving up top just to make sure that if the Deathclaw decides to, you know, spawn when I exit right outside the Museum of Freedom, that would be a bad thing, so I'm just going to stay out of his way, if at all possible.
Well, look here.
They called me the rescuer, the hero. Not exactly accurate there, Mama Murphy. Now, let's see. Where is the Deathclaw, if anywhere? I can't really tell. Gonna be careful as I'm getting down from here just in case it's hiding around the corner. Let's go through the church. Okay, so it says it's pretty much in the center of town, but that is fine with me. Concord can become the Deathclaw Sanctuary, and that'll be a-okay. We need more Deathclaws in the world, said no one ever. Yep, I think I just saw it get dropped into existence. It looks like it is 5:19 in the morning, and that took a little longer than expected, but that's okay. One last thing I was considering was the raiders up north, or at least northeast, that have a few dogs. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but I should get that out of the way. It will be useful to have the Abernathys on side. And I can definitely get a little bit of leather out of the various pieces of gear. So let's do that. So how does it work when we come to the raiders up north that are usually so simple, so easy? Well, they've got dogs. Not only do they have dogs, but they've got mole rats next to them. There's a dog over here that I can't deal with. So yeah, dogs everywhere. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. But there's a few things up north that I do want to get hold of. Now, I think the thing to keep in mind is dogs are actually one of the nicest creatures that will attack you. In that if you get too close to them, they will stare at you and they'll detect you, but they won't charge. Now, radstags, still am unsure whether or not they like to charge towards you or away from you, so let's keep our distance from them. The attack dogs, the dogs of war, well, those guys, we're going to have to just deal with the fact that we are not able to kill them, but they don't have guns, they have to bite us, and so in that case, we can just run. Or at least get away from them to the point where they can't attack us. It's getting pretty bright already. This is actually kind of unfortunate. Now, having Aqua Boy this early means that we will be able to just run into the lake, and we won't be able to be followed by melee enemies effectively. But we are surrounded by, yeah, mole rats right there, all around us. And we're detected, which is not ideal. Wish things were a little more consistent into whether or not being detected was a bad thing or not. But yeah, we can take out enemies and then back up. And that did not do enough damage to actually kill him. Very impressive there. But we're in caution. We need to be careful. We need to make sure that we're not getting killed this early on by random raiders and dogs and mole rats. Now, incidental dialogue telling me at the very least that they are behind the rocks. There we go. Now, I haven't shot you yet, but can a headshot do it? Yes, it can. Thank you for being down here. Oops, that's actually a bad thing. I'm going to let it be. Just let those two be and don't get spotted by them. Okay, so there's the dog. The attack dog is the issue here. They do have some food over here, some stuff. It would be nice to lure them over here. Attack dog. Honestly, it could be crippled, but I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm in caution, going close to danger much too quickly. Fusion core is being removed. It's getting to be broad daylight. None of this is ideal. I'm just going to pop his head. And we'll pop their head. I said we'll pop their head. Okay, danger. We are now in danger from a dog. Roam distance, I don't understand exact. Yep, there's the dog. Okay, we might need to run into the water. Oh wait, there's another dog over here. Okay, I'm just running into the water. Can't tell what my danger rating is. That's all fine. As everyone knows, dogs cannot swim. There's not a doggy paddle or anything like... Actually, there is a doggy paddle. Still in danger. Let's just get that taken care of. Danger fading. I will be taking a lot of time in water, running away from creatures. Water is my ally. Water is my friend. It almost makes for a good argument to take the second rank of Aqua Boy, which I've ever only done once. Back into hidden, or at least detected by a not super enemy. Attack dog's just over there. Honestly, this might be ideal in that we can get back to the base before he gets there. But we need to keep an eye on our fusion cores, of course. You should roam around here. Let's be as quick as possible. Steak. Meat. A person somewhere around here. And I can't even see the dog. Okay, perfect. Okay, as it's getting a little brighter in the day, let's do one more thing. Olivia. Now, don't get too close to the Mirelurk eggs over here. They'll hatch and they'll cause problems. You don't want to have the Mirelurks hatch prematurely. And over here at the robotics disposal ground, we've got the fusion core, military grade. I don't think I'm ever going to use the fat man, but Yeah, just too much of a chance for collateral damage. But of course, Fat Man right there, mini nuke over here. I said mini nuke over there, just knock it out of its little locked position. More stuff in here, hot rodder, that could prove useful. And let's just toss the Fat Man and the mini nuke in here. Now, this guy. This guy, this guy, this guy. You can take his tape from over here, and that would allow you to turn him on, but he would spawn a bunch of mole rats. And because of that, well, we don't really get to do anything with him, unfortunately. Shooting him doesn't wake him up or anything. He is just a piece of junk. Fusion core is off the table, unfortunately. Now, more mole rats down there, more radstag over here. Just so many things that you're not able to kill. So we picked up, for the power armor here, the T-45 helmet, right arm, and torso. And I think what we'll just do is put those straight back on here. Pretty much everything's at half health, so get it out of here. I did have a question in the last run as to why I never seem to repair my armor, and the short answer is, if you're taking enough damage in a YOLO run that you need to repair your armor, then you've got worse things to worry about than the fact that your armor is degrading in quality. That would be a lot of damage to... Damage? Okay, danger. Yeah, great. Just run away. Now, more important things. We've got a mess. Bloat flies. Fighting other things. Probably not a human, unfortunately. Yeah. If the bloat flies and the mongrel dogs kill each other, I'll feel bad. Nothing I can do about that. But I'll feel good in the fact that they leave me some humans to kill. I can appreciate that, at least. It's very painful walking by all this hub flower, by the way. I just want you to know, I see hub flower, I want to grab it, and I'm not able to grab it. It's very unfortunate. Okay, so we've got a raider up there. And the dog. Now, the dog's the important thing. What the... Okay, those raiders have really got the bloatfly's number at this point. Wouldn't mind actually being able to kill a few of them. There should be one more raider right around the corner there. But I can't see him. There. Oh, there goes the mole rats. I heard them in the distance there, and I'm suddenly back into hidden. Yeah, I feel like my problems just all sorted themselves out there, and I'll just call that acceptable. Here we are, Olivia. I do want to make sure that there's nothing around here. And the hidden brackets barely did anything, so therefore I can feel pretty safe in the fact that there's nothing around here. We've got raiders, corpses, bloatflies, mole rats. Yeah, this is a mess. Oh boy. A frickin' slaughter. This is why you don't attach frickin' mines to your mole rats, raiders. Monsters. Monsters, every single one of them. Okay, just to make sure that was everyone. Looks like that was literally everyone. Let's go into here and see what we can do. Now, of course, you're going to say there's a dog in here. How are you getting around the dog? There's no way to get around the dog. I'll retort with patience and good aiming gets the job done. The dog has a specific location that it hangs out in. All we need to do is get to the locket. So this is one of those locations where you don't need to kill every single thing, and even if you do kill as much as you want, you don't need to include the dog in that.
Scared, huh? You should be.
And as the raider dictates to us, they're close by, but we can assume that they're not going to come up here because I've never had them come up here. And if they decided to do that now, well, that would just be very mean. And there's the raider deciding that there is no sign of them now. Without Barry Mentats, this is a little bit of a gamble if the dog decides to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But we can see right there. Attack dog, A-okay. Whereas there's a person who's going to come around the corner at some point, and we'll just shoot them. Namely, that person right there. Okay, let's just take the VAT shot. 92% chance, does the job. Dog comes over here. Back into hidden. There's the dog right there. Just some light looting. We just need to make sure that we're at the top of the entrance without being in danger before the fact that there is 95% chance. I like those odds. Yeah. Dog is in caution now. I'm just going to do a little bit of cautioning myself out of this situation. Now, ideally, that dog is going to go up there, and it's going to stay right there, and we're going to be able to run out of the way before anything bad happens. But also, of course, Ak-Ak. If you kill Ak-Ak, then kill the person who takes their minigun, and then kill the person who takes that minigun. You just get so many different sets of bullets, and it's very effective. There's just a lot of money that you can make out of that situation. But instead, we're just going to be stuck killing them as they appear, being as careful and quick as possible while we're in caution, wasting our fusion core. Obviously, this would be a lot easier if I just rushed the syringer rifle, but I need this almost as practice. I've got my power armor, and there's just a weak dog right there. I need to make sure that I can kill enemies and play around with their detection states and their ability to attack me, along with clearing out dungeons to get to objectives. And now I'm hungry from food, and I'm in caution. Okay. Talking about practice, and I'm suddenly in a bad situation. Let's do a couple mutt chops. Eating dog in front of a dog, I'm sure, is A-okay. And 2 mole rat chunks. And in caution, now the dog's freaking out a little bit. Actually, is the dog going out over there? Okay, the dog is sensing me. And it's running. And danger fade. If it doesn't fade, okay, good. Caution. As long as I get back up to here and I'm in caution, I should be fine. I'm just going to walk by that situation. And now we can go back to killing these enemies. Actually, just hidden. That's somewhat surprising. Did Ak-Ak? Do you understand what's happening here? You're under attack. 2 corpses, not just 1, 2. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, let's take the headshot and then be on our way. And then sprint, 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 sprint. Dogs freaking out. In caution, danger fading. Please don't follow me, dog. I can't shoot you, but I can at least run from you. Back into caution, nice and safe. And the dog, I'm guessing, gets right back up to... Yep. But that's fine. We've got one more enemy to deal with, and that one more enemy to deal with is probably going to be armed with a minigun. But I think we'll be fine. Oh, the raider is just realizing that there is a situation. Okay. And... okay, that raider is just about 100% oblivious. Back into hidden. Actually, we never left hidden. Very useful there. And for the first time in forever, I don't know if I can actually get in here. It didn't really click that the key is in here. And a bunch of rad roaches are in there. If I get in there for the key, how likely is it that the rad roaches are going to follow me outside and everything? So, the whole thing about rad roaches is they're not very effective at chasing you, and actually, there is one more set of things that I'd like to accomplish. Yeah, you see rad roaches, you see things. I want to get that sneak magazine. As we've seen, sneaking is actually viable when you're trying to stay alive. Oh god, and now I'm over encumbered. Good timing. Okay. There's a dog right there. But I desperately want the fusion core that's around the corner. And I can't get more sneak. I'm just going to grab that, be in caution, and keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And it'll be none the wiser. Perfect. That may have been all of the confidence I needed to actually try to grab the key, take a few tiny little hits from a rad roach, just for the sake of being able to get to the actual sneak magazine. So rad roaches going around, and be a whole lot easier if I had jet. Okay, little bits of health don't matter. Just run and grab it. Now we've got the intel room key and the scalpel, and we've been hit twice, maybe for a little tiny bit of damage. That's all fine. They can't really do too much to me. And now we're going to go back into caution. That was ridiculously easy. Did the rad roaches just immediately give up? Can they not pathfind to save their lives? You know what? I believe that they can't. So with that, I am going to call that a massive win. We took one rad, and yeah, that was actually much better than I was expecting. 1 damage for a stealth magazine.
Hell yeah.
If you ask me if that's worth it, anytime in any game, I will say yes. But yeah, I think we are more than done for today. We've been able to avoid all of the dogs, except, yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing the outro so nonchalantly with that dog right around the corner right there. Yeah, but I'm going to do it anyway. We have gotten through our second episode, gotten quite a bit of kills off the raiders, and I think we're going to keep killing the raiders up in the northwest quadrant, and that'll give us a few things to do quest-wise when it comes to Abernathy, but also Ten Pines Bluff. Okay, Ten Pines Bluff, yeah, right around the corner there. I think that that's a good enough reason for us to head over there, because they can send us off against some more raiders. And yeah, I think that next time what we're going to be doing is trying to avoid more animals, more ghouls, more super mutants, while killing the raiders in the COLO run. Conservationists only live once, where we only get to kill humans, robot, well, let me rephrase that. No creature kill, no animal kill. And just to make sure that we've actually been doing our job. Okay, good. I dread the day that I randomly see an animal or a creature killed there. That would be very sad. But yes, until next time, I've been Keith. This has been Game to Please with Fallout 4. You only live once. With the COLO run, conservationists only live once. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.